Dear community of ReConnect Brno Music Conference, please welcome with me Phil Hartnoll.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
very
mate.
happy to be part of this. Oh wow!
This will be a nice chat. This will be a nice
That's
chat.
nice. That's it's sweet and it's really.
But still powerful,
yeah,
but nicely.
That's nice. It's definitely a sip it, sip it and sip it rather than it's not a shot.
Exactly.
It's not a shot. Oh, that's nice.
Touch and enjoy. So, what are your favorite drinks lately?
Well, I don't like beer. I tried to be a man. And it didn't really work. I don't like, because in England, in England, I don't know if you know the story, ale, it's called A-L-E, and it's
yes, the beer style. I'm not a big fan either.
But you know why that is, right? Because back in the day, like years and years, obviously hundreds of years ago, in London, the water wasn't clean. So the ale was the water, if you see what I mean. So they distill it, so it gets rid of all the impurities. So that was like distilled water. I wasn't part of the pub culture really, because it was, you go into a pub in England and you're a little punk, you get beaten up, so it's just like, I'm not part of that. But, my brother loves ale and it's like, ugh. But going back to the ale thing, I don't know if you know the saying, Dutch courage. Do you know, have you heard that? Well, in England, we've got this thing called Dutch courage, so when you're drunk. So you've got Dutch courage, you've got that.
Isn't it Irish courage?
No, it's Dutch courage. Dutch courage, well, no, they don't need it again. Because during the plague, the ale used to come in from Holland.
All right.
So during the plague, nobody would deliver any, from the River Thames, nobody would deliver any goods because they wouldn't go into England. The Dutch were the only people, because they sell anything. Well, I did go, okay, we're going to go, still selling the ale. So the ale, so that became the Dutch courage, because the Dutch had the courage, you see what I mean? So it turned out anyway. My favourite drink, going back to your question, I haven't really got a favourite drink, but anything that's not beer really. I don't really like the taste of alcohol apart from this.
Cheers, appreciate. Hvala lijepo.
So this one is a Paloma, so anything that waters down the content, I drink to get drunk, I suppose, or drink for the effect rather than the taste. Although this, like something like this. So I don't really have the favourite drink at the moment is sake, the rice wine.
How did you feel the last time you were here in Brno? It was with Orbital at Pop Messe Festival.
Yeah, that
just
was
a few weeks ago.
That was fantastic. It was really great festival, and it's really, because you don't get here a lot, actually. It's mostly just Prague, obviously, so first time I've been here. And it was great. I met Lucas, who's part of the whole promotion team. And I did have a little incident when I came over here last. I got this knee problem, and it swelled up. And when I got here, I was thinking, I can't even walk. And Lucas said, my friend's a knee surgeon. Wow. Jan. So I met Jan. He took me to the hospital. He sucked out 3 shots of, probably vodka, those 3 shots out of my knee, gave me some steroids and painkillers. And now, I did the gig. I felt like I could play football for England, even though I don't like football. But then I built up a relationship with Jan, and I'm coming back on the 17th to have my knee operation. He's going to do that, and then I'm coming back. I said, Lucas, if I'm, because I have to go, going privately with Jan. If I come back here, you've got a club. So maybe I could do a DJ thing at your club, and that would help pay for the operation. And I'm coming back in December. I'm going back in the 17th of October with my knee operation. Coming back in December to pay for it. Yeah. But it's great. I love this club, and it's got some really good club owners that talk to each other, and that try and they're unified, which is quite unusual.
What were some of the examples and countries where you felt, come on, you guys, you should be cooperating?
England, actually, to be honest, it's a really bad. Well, you see, because I've been doing this a long time. Our first record was 1989, and the rave scene. So I was a punk before that, fighting for that. With the cause was at that time anti-racism, which was the anti-Nazi league and Rock Against Racism, was born out of sort of the punk, the first generation punk sort of thing. So I attached myself to that because I thought it was a really worthy call, you know, obviously. And obviously with punk, you've got like, it's like very anti-establishment and they don't care about that. But the government is like, yeah, whatever. You know, it's like they weren't bothered about that, even though God Save the Queen, fucking, you know, fascist regime and all that. So bothered. Then the rave scene came along, obviously with the. So I got into this because I loved dancing, and I was into early electro music, and but what attracted me was the sound, the electronic sound. It's like the synthesizer. That what, you know, it's like, what the hell is that?
From a different galaxy, right?
Yes, exactly. And I never thought I was going to be in a band, but I was a music lover. Then this is all happening within weeks, you know, like 2 months period. And so then go, right, you're going on Top of the Pops, which is like a big program, because we only had BBC really on the telly then. Top of the Pops is the only thing that you can see where, you know, see the music program where there are bands that are in the charts. Right, you're going on Top of the Pops. What? We're going on Top of the Pops? You know?
But it's not live, right? It's only just played.
This was a thing. So we get there because we play live. So we set a studio up on stage basically, and we have everything running. So back in the early days, it was just 4 sequencers which had 8 buttons on each. 1 button was a bass line, bass drum, hi-hat. Each individual thing would then send out a MIDI message, a musical language, you know, to tell the drum machine, you've got to play that, you've got to play this, or the lead, or the main synthesizer, you've got to play that, you know, all running live. And we had a mixing desk on stage, so everything. And all we used to do was like give them a stereo to the front of house, you know, like the monitor. You know, in a venue, you just used to give them a stereo feed out of the mixing desk. So we could play live. You know, we can. There's no backing track, so you can play a track for an hour or 5 minutes. You know, you're improvising with the arrangement basically. So you're not restricted. So we go into Top of the Pops, and they go, "You got a mime." We're not miming people, you know. We're not like that because we go, "Oh, what?" My brother's even particularly shy of miming. Feels really awkward. So we go, and we had an argument with them, a really bad argument. And in the end, also London Records put somebody in the office, it was really so basic, somebody in the office knew a girl that could dance. And the superfluous dancing girl is not us, because it's like, oh, the dancing girl is there. It's like, it's not really, it's a bit, we had problems with the sexism and all that, you know, just like, oh, let's have a dancing girl. You know, and so we had this dancing girl. I was like, what the fuck? It was all wrong. And you're not allowed to have any political statements on Top of the Pops. But there was a thing called the poll tax they tried to introduce, and I was very political. The police basically turned it into a riot. So it was called the poll tax. So we had these T-shirts. So as a rebellion, I had these T-shirts like Public Enemy Target, like on a rifle. And I had no, and he had poll tax on it. Bit obscure. It was really obscure because you had to be a bit obscure, but it was fun for us because we knew that's what it said. Right. We put the plugs for the synthesizer and that on top of the synthesizers, and we thought it'd be really rebellious. Go, yeah, put that on there like that, and then because I was saying, what's the difference between taking a stereo mix, because it wasn't live, they didn't film it live, or playing a CD in stereo mix. We don't. And anyway, they didn't want to have any of it. We did, and our performance was really like late. It was like we really like but you know, on the other hand, we're on Top of the Pops. How did that happen? You know, so we did it, and then what didn't happen is snap. I've got the power. They were on after us. That's not how to do it. This is how you do it. Right, you know, they do this anyway. And then the producers go, right, that's it. No, never having Orbital on Top of the Pops ever again. No, it's a nightmare to work with, all that stuff. He got the sack 3 years later, and then they got this new producer. Everything's got to be live. Everything's got to be live. He's like, you know what I'm talking about?
But those were the early days, and you had to make decisions.
We should have
only
thought
two of us.
We did, yeah.
Just two of you. But how does your team look now? Who are some of the crucial members of your team who are helping you make decisions now?
Nobody's, and it's only me and my brother. Then we got a bit more successful. Then I'm going, wait a minute, I really need a video artist or something like that to then work with and work on the production and the lights, because all the lights, because normally it's just strobe, you know, smoke and all that. So to perfect, so to make it more of a unifying thing with the lights and the visuals. The visuals was sort of part of the track, individual tracks. So that's how we started. And I found a video artist that we worked really well with, Giles Tracker, and a lighting guy, Luke Losey, who then we create together, even though, you know, well, what have we got on the video screen? What colours go with that, you know, for that track, and da 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 da. So that's how that developed. So how we perform now, we've got a video. So we do, you know, we generate the video. We've got a lighting designer. He comes with us. So we've got the lighting guy. We've got the video operator who you know, operates the video. Obviously, tour manager. There's about 7 of us, 7 or 8 of us altogether, which becomes quite expensive when you know, especially if you've got like a festival on a Saturday. So you go on the Friday, you arrive Friday night, because the lighting guy's got to program all the lights the night before in the darkness when nothing's going on. So then we've got a performance, and then we've got to go home. So you have to pay everybody 3 days for 1 day performance.
Right.
And you got tour, so it gets expensive, which is what I'm trying to whittle down, because it gets expensive for us to go and play just for the initial costs. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's worth it. So I go out DJing, which is a separate thing, which works really well to get around what we were just saying, because I play Orbital tracks, but obscure ones, different mixes, and some of my favourite dance floor tracks over the years, you know. Mm-hmm. So if I go out, much cheaper, like the cost is, but it does. So for instance, I did a tour in America and Canada in February. There's no way, my brother doesn't really want to tour anymore because that's the way he is. So we never reconnect. We can't play in these little clubs because there's no way that they, you know, we can, because of the cost. So if I go out DJing, you know, I'm connecting with their fans that are pocketed, you know, small clubs, you know, they're great.
Right.
And they turn up and go, you know, and I play some of the Orbital tracks and just have a big fun sort of time, you know, with splatters of Orbital, you know, and it's a club, you know, sort of vibe, DJ vibe. So I don't bring anyone with me apart from my wife. Apart from my wife, when I go to nice places she wants to come to. So I don't bring anybody with me to DJ, and that's why it's affordable for promoters and things. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you know what I love about I reach out to our fans dotted around everywhere, and so we are still here, you know, and play their favourite Orbital tracks, you know, which works out well in that front because I enjoy that.
I was checking some material on Guardian.
Do we have to?
We don't have to.
No, we don't. No, I'm joking.
But there is this incredible memory of your brother.
I've moved to
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
But this is incredible memory of your brother that I read on The Guardian. May I?
Yeah? No, I was only joking.
The bloke who acts before he thinks, does what he wants, and deal with the consequences later. Lots of trouble, but also exciting. How is it to be with you on a tour?
Who said that? I said
your
that.
brother.
He said that about me?
You, yeah.
He said, what did he say?
The bloke who acts before he thinks, does what he wants, and deals with the consequences later.
There are
lots of trouble, but also exciting. Also
is
exciting.
Is that what he said?
Yes, Guardian.
Right.
But also exciting. How is it to be with you on a tour?
Oh, I'm a nightmare. No, I'm not. No, I'm not actually. I'm not. So we are very chalk and cheese, you know, in that sense. You know, he is the nerdy one, and I'm the what? I'm not. No, why? You know, I'm just different. You know.
Fire.
Yeah, it's like I've got ADHD, so I'm really like blah, 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 you know. And he's like, he's on the spectrum. Who isn't? You know, basically, but he's the nerdy one that just goes and studies. You know.
Maybe the administration as well. A sense for good administration. He's not good for that either.
No. I'm much better at that. Like sort of. You know, we had a dodgy manager for ages and he wouldn't listen to me. But anyway, not administration really, just the way our machine is working. You know, how, our machine, because he's quite isolated in his own little world. and I'm the bigger picture thing. So he gets, you know, like for instance, you know, I'm the one that's like, come on, let's go and do it. They come, no, of course we can do this. What are you talking about? And he's like, oh, you know, come on, Paul, come on. You know, he finds it hard to be up on stage, if you like.
Okay.
You know, I say he can't mime. He's like, feels so awkward that he gets like, he don't know what to do with himself. You know, he's a bit of a dad dancer.
But I saw a couple of, you know, I saw you live there. I saw some older performances. Both of you seem like a fire. It doesn't seem there's a stress on the stage, or he doesn't like to be on the stage.
Well,
what happened?
He's got a lot more used to it because we've been doing it a lot more, you know, many years now, and he's copied some of my moves. I know we work well though, being that. And that's what I think that's what we work well. But like later on in life, he gets a little bit annoyed because he'll do something. I'll come in and go, no, you don't. We just do this and do that, and he like gets a little bit. Well, I like it that way, you know. And so, yeah. So, but anyway, you know. But that's the way we've sort of worked.
Absolutely, sir. We were talking about a couple of your future plans, but is there something else that you would like to mention? What you will still love to accomplish in the future? Location where to play. Project to start. Book to read.
Well, my career, I've you know, a door opened and we took like a path, and you know, sometimes paths open for people, or doors open for people, and depending on their on their own personality, people either go for it and see what happens, or they're too nervous to go for it. So that road, that gate closes. Do you know? Well, they close the gate really. So Orbital go, well, let's do that. To go down that road, and that gate has never. There's never been another gate,
nice.
And it just carries on and carries on. So I never really think about what I would love to do. I love doing films and stuff. I mean, I would love to help make a film or something like that, but develop a film. But that's so not
abstract.
No,
too
yeah,
abstract?
it's not really. Pardon?
Is it too abstract to think
no,
about
it's too like. I'm trying to find a story, I suppose. It's like, you know, trying to find a decent story that I can. But, you know, trying to make a film is like a bit ambitious, but it can be. So unless I've got the idea first, which I'm sort of trying to establish, then I can't really. So there's no real. You know, we've done some fantastic things, and we found myself in positions that are unbelievable that I would never ever thought that I would happen. Like, okay, there, for instance, it was Stephen Hawking. He opened up the Paralympics when they had it in England, and they asked us to do some music. They sent us Stephen Hawking's speech about the Hadron Collider, you know, the Hadron Collider, you know. So they sent that, and I said to Paul, we've got to vocode him, make Stephen Hawking sing in effect, you know. So which was what we did, and we performed it. The Paralympics, Stephen Hawking, and we wear these torch glasses. And we got Stephen Hawking to wear the torch glasses. Now, for him to wear the torch glasses, he has to take his glasses off about that thick, and he can't really see anything. But he's so up for the laugh, so up for the thing. He did it. So there's like him in his wheelchair, me and Paul either side, Paralympics, you know, like and him playing the song, him vocoded, and it was just magical. It was like. How the fuck did this happen? Did I just land from a spaceship or something, you know? Oh yeah, and remixed in the Cure, you know, some moments to, how did this happen? It's because I went down that path.
Right.
You know.
So sir, whatever.
Keep my fingers crossed.
So what happens in the future, all the best anyway. Thank you for your time,
much.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that all right?
Refill?
Yeah, cool then.